Hello everybody, Calamity here, and Genshin players, it's that time of the update for us to get upset again. It is a new combat event that just rolled in called the Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. That's quite a title. If you're looking at how to access this event, you can just go to the event tab. It's literally going to be at the top, and then you can click event details. And you don't have to talk to anybody. There's no quest, there's no dialogue or anything like that. You just go straight into the fights. Now, at the time of recording, there's only two fights available, with the third one going to be unlocked in about 20 hours from now. So I'm actually going to do both the first two fights for this video, and then for the rest of the event, I'll just be doing one fight per video. So this one might be a little bit longer than the others. If you're here for just a certain fight, use the timestamps down below. Now let's talk about this event a little bit more and why I don't like it. Because first of all, this event is probably worse than previous ones. You didn't think it could get any worse, but lo and behold, Hoyoverse surprises you. So this time around, you are forced to use one main DPS for both teams. For stage 1, we can see at the very top, that character is Veressa. And here you can also see your challenge rewards, and what rewards you need to get for Primo Gems. You only need 4,000 points. That's not a lot. That's very easy, very doable. 16,000 points is the max that you are given rewards for. I do not recommend you try and go for this, especially if you're newer players. Just get your 4,000 points and dip out. It's honestly not worth it. I mean, look at these rewards. First of all, a Sanctifying Unction and 20k Mora. I guarantee you, most of y'all have not done your exploration. Go out there, go find those 2 treasure boxes in Sumeru, in Fontaine, and Natlan. The ones that give you like 10k each time you activate those little boxes. Yeah, you'll get more than enough more out there, not to mention treasure chests as well, right? And then these things, you should be farming for artifacts anyways with your resin, so you should be having tons of these in your inventory if you haven't already salvaged your 3-star, 4-star artifacts. Even if you've been just exploring, you probably have a bunch of junk 1-star or 2-star artifacts as well. Even the 8,000 points, again, you're only getting 3 of these things. Go out and mine and then go craft a couple of these. You'll get way more than what this event is giving you. So what I'm basically trying to say is, do not feel bad if you cannot get the 8,000 or the 16,000 point thresholds. It's not a big deal. You're not missing out. In fact, 16,000 points to me is basically whale status, or if you actually have the characters. Like, I can never get 16,000 points because I did not pull for Veressa. I didn't have the Primo Gems to build her. We have trial versions of these characters we're given. Same thing on the second fight, right? We have to use Kinich. I don't have him either, and I don't have his weapon. I'm sure the trial versions, I don't even know how well they're built, but a well-built version of these characters will do way better than what I can do. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the first fight with Veressa. So you do have to use her for 2 halves, and they do recommend a team comp that you should use for the first and second. You can see the recommended elements. So for like the first half, Electro Charge team, I guess, or like a Hyper Carry team. If you don't have, Siege Wind, a more approachable team could be to use Iron Sen. Where's she at? Right here. And you can do like that. Don't forget, you're giving Cloud Retainer for free in this trial as well. I'm using my version because I built her and I want to use that version. Mine doesn't have the signature weapon, so take that as you will. And then Farina for more buffs. Again, if you don't have Farina, then use whoever you want. You can, bring Mona or something for debuffs, or you want to bring like a Yelan or a Jingcho to apply their Hydro, do some normal attacks, interweave it with your plunges. That works too. And then for the second half, they definitely want you to go for an overloaded comp, and they give you Chevreuse for free. So all you need to do is supply the Pyro and the Electro characters you want. So obviously your Electro needs are covered with Veressa. But for the rest, I just brought John Ling and Bennett. You don't have to copy that. If you don't want to, you can bring Toma. If you want, Yan Fei or Malvika as well. Those are better options. But let's go ahead and start. As you can see, like, the buffs don't even matter, because as long as you're forced to use a character that can take advantage of the buffs, and as long as you're following the recommended elements here, you're taking advantage of the buffs for that as well. So we're doing the Chevreuse team, we're getting advantage of the overloaded buffs. Now, of course, if you're a whale high spender, these don't matter to you. you know, you can just bring your C6 whatevers and just plow through all this content. But for everyone else, this one's gonna be kind of annoying. So we're just gonna ignore that. Other than that, the event is pretty much just kill stuff. You know, there's not much else to say. Just literally kill stuff. And we're doing this on dire difficulty. It's the hardest one. There we go. Ressa's a very fun character. I wish I could have pulled her, but you know, you have to save for other characters. I just didn't have the gems. I don't spend money on this game. It's just how it be. But if you're, you know, trying to do your best, at least try to get 4K per half. If you can do that, you're in a good spot. Anything more than that is awesome. These things are annoying because they go into like this turret mode thing here. When they're in that form, you have to basically just force them out of it with a bunch of attacks. But it just kills so much time, basically. So yeah, we're stuck at 4K for like the longest time. Again, not a big deal if you can't get past it. 4K is good enough. Oh, I didn't see that guy. I like how they're just like suspended in the air. Not much else to say, by the way, from the first half to the second half. Their rotation is basically the same, right? You're just amplifying Vanessa's damage with buffs from your overloaded teammates, and that's pretty much it. Very hard for her to use the Bennett buff, but she moves a lot. So it probably would have been better for me to bring like Iron Sen. But that's okay. Bring whoever you want. There we go. Just in time for our 8K points, and again, I'm happy with that. I'm not trying to get 16K. If I get 8K, that's good enough for me. That's a 2-star gold medal. Don't feel bad again if you can't get the 16K. I certainly can't. Like I said, I don't have Aressa. I didn't get to pull for her, so that's why I'm not a big fan of this event. It forces you to use one character specifically. Like, you can't even take them out. See, if it says featured characters must be deployed. So, welcome to stage 2. This one is also pretty straightforward. For the first half, you're just going to be using Kinich plus his best... I was just talking about this in my other video with the Chronicle banner. But yeah, Kinich with Emily here for a burning team. So just supply some fire, you know, applicators. So you can bring Bennett if you want. You can bring Zhonling. You can bring Malvika. Again, same characters, Toma, Yanfei, whatever. Any pyro application here is going to be greatly appreciated. And then for your second half, it's kind of weird. They want you to do some like Bloom Virgin thing. Sure, you know, bring whoever you want. Just you can bring Toma to activate his Virgin stuff. Or I just used Malvika just because it's easier. You don't have to. You're given a Malvika for free, by the way, on the second half. I highly recommend you use her if you are struggling. And then I'm just using Farina again. And then Siegewind for some extra heals to offset Farina's self-damage. In fact, I don't even think Farina's helping with the blooms, but you know, it's whatever. So much like the previous stage, there's not much to say. Honestly, you're just using the characters, and we're just trying to, you know, do the basic rotation, get our damage out. I don't know how Shinichi mains don't get so dizzy from that. That like, I don't know. Maybe y'all are used to it. Oops. I was gonna use my skill, but it died. Yeah, make sure you use the skill once the bar is filled up. Take damage. Emily gets her rerun soon. Already got, I'm happy with the score already. We got more than 4K on the first half. So. You can see that burning just shreds those like what you call it, those like bars you have to fill up. So just to reiterate what I said before in an earlier video, if you were struggling with Spiral Abyss floor 12, which has a ton of enemies like those mimics and a boss that has that whole bar you have to fill up, burning just straight up fills that bar like almost instantly or just very, very fast. So this team is very good for dealing with those kinds of, or the previous team was good for dealing with those kinds of enemies if you are struggling with them. So this one, they want you to do Bloom, and yeah. I don't know how well Kinich actually works in a Bloom team. There we go. There we go. Oops, I'm kind of messing up the rotation a little bit here. My bad. That's okay. And again, there's the 9K score for the event. And that's, again, pretty much it. I'm not trying to do 16K. There is no reason to work yourself this hard. It is cool to challenge yourself, though. So if you do actually have these characters pulled, you built them, you know, you have Emily, maybe you got some constellation somewhere, and you're really proud of your build and you want to, like, try it out to the max, go for it. That's awesome. I don't. I don't have either of the first two characters that we were given for this challenge, so, you know, doing it with a trial version, I doubt I could get 16K. You would definitely need some heavy lifting from some teammates, probably some C6 4 stars, or even, you know, some constellations on your 5 stars as well could definitely help out, but that's just not me. I don't have it, and there's no reason to work that hard. So hopefully you guys aren't stressing too much about this event either. Like I said, just take your Primo Gem rewards and just dip out. It's not worth it. But I will be making videos for the rest of the fights as they get unlocked. And again, I'll try to be a little bit more free to play friendly on the team selection, and just try to use the trial characters we're given, which we have to use the main DPS anyway. So Shouldn't be too bad, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching and hanging out. If you like this kind of content, feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.